The surprising news out of the U.S. Mint in the last 30 days, well, was not that the Morgan and Peace program just started for 2025, and we already knew about the Lincoln cent being discontinued. It was the, well, kind of sideways reference to the fact that the Kennedy half dollar is disappearing. There'll be a special issue next year to celebrate USA 250. There'll also be a brand new reverse on our half dollar. They didn't call it the Kennedy. And we're considering changing the obverse theme as well. Well, most of us can read the tea leaves and know the Kennedy, as we know it, 2025 is over. A 60-plus year run. What a great run. We talked about 25s earlier in the show, talked to our operators, but now we're going to go back to where it began. And the crazy story of the first coin, the accented hair. And tonight, 68s are back. And that's significant, 68s. So the grading scale is 0 to 70, with 70 being perfect, and there are no perfect 70s in the entire vintage older Kennedy series. Nothing from 64. 69 is the highest grade, very pricey, very rare. So we're always looking for the grade where the value's still with us. And then the accented hair, which I'll explain here in a second. This is it. Let me explain. You might remember this story, right? First year of issue, 1964. They make a proof die and they make some proof sets. They send over the proof to the First Lady, Jackie, for approval. This is what we're going to release as the tribute coin to your husband who just passed away. And she looked at it and pretty simply said, stop. The hair, his hair is never accented like that. And the phraseology was important. His hair was never accented like that. It was always, it was always where it was supposed to be, right? So they came back and changed it for her, softened it down above the ear, and that's what they rolled out with. All the coins in circulation in 1964, the P's and the D's, were regular stuff. Now, this is the reason why there's no 70s. And I know this is a Franklin half-dollar proof set, but it's the same packaging for 1964. So if they put them in these poly packs, that's a huge deal. They moved in 68 to hard plastic, and that is why today you will see a small number of 70s show up. But we're in 2025 right now. We're going back to 64 when that poly pack was the set. So the one thing they did not tell her in 1964 was they already started making proof sets because they knew they were going to need lots of them because the proof is the most limited coin production every year. It's also the highest quality production they make every year. A proof is a method of manufacture. They take the obverse and the reverse die, they polish it. Then they take the piece of metal, in this case the half dollar, silver blank, polish it. A regular coin is struck once. Well, a proof is struck twice. Now, at this time in history, we did not have the frosting capability like you saw in that other proof set we showed you as part of this flow. But everything, you can see yourself. You can literally see yourself. It's a mirror. These are meant for collectors. Well, here are the numbers of first year, 1964, Kennedys. Right? Over 100 million for circulation, the P's and the D's, over 100 million. They made 3.9 million proofs, only in those sets like we showed you earlier. Okay? They, however, had one die in process making the proof set prior to her rejecting the design, which is why these numbers stand forward. And again, that poly pack, the way they packaged it, the coin floats, which means it scratches. No 70s. Out of 3.9 million proof sets from 1964, there are only 42,643 known in 68. That's all the proof sets made that year. But when you go to that first die, the accented hair die, They're only 3,045, 3045. No, that is it. Making this one of the true holy grails in the entire 60-plus year series, which we talked about earlier, is ending. It's going away. They would have told us the Kennedy half-dollar obverse will be redesigned in 2027 to go along with the Paralympics reverse. They did not tell us that. They told us they're changing the reverse and they're working on the new design for the front. Not the new Kennedy design, their new design, which means where are we going? We'll soon find out as collectors, right? But if we're going back to the beginning, the first year of issue, where all of this had its genesis, right? Its beginning. The actual beginning is the actual die that was rejected. Yet it made proof sets because, well, they just assumed, and we know what that means, right? We just from experience know where we go with that. It can be perfect sometimes, but sometimes it's not. And when it's not, it's an oops. And our U.S. Mint likes to make oops. No, they actually don't. They do not like to make oops. It's supposed to be perfect, right? Well, tonight we have an objection coin. We don't like this, so change this. And they did. Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. I'm down to my last dozen or so. We've been accumulating this grade for almost a year now. And you just find one here, you find one there. As I referenced, the numbers are published over the last 40 years. They've certified 42,643 of them in 68 grade out of 3.9 million sets. Tiny number. When you go to the accented hair, the actual first, it's 3,045. Oh, and by the way, my competition's at 890. I didn't bring that up yet. Well, saving the best for last. We are hundreds under where they are, and we have the same exact coin. Certified, gorgeous, special, $499.95 while they last.